In this video, I'm going to talk about the cold hard truth about hardcore World of Warcraft. Hardcore is a game mode that I've fallen in absolute love with. I've personally enjoyed the game mode, and it's been some of the most fun I've ever had with classic World of Warcraft. Not to mention, it's one of the most insane challenges that you could ever complete, and it pushes the limits of you as a World of Warcraft player. There's so much to learn from this game mode, and the amount of dedication you need to have for this playstyle is honestly unparalleled. Having to fight your way to level 60 or 70 without dying a single time is an unbelievably impressive feat, and I think at this point, it is only obtainable from the most highly skilled players, or one could even argue, the most patient of players. But aside from all that, there's been a ton of hype behind the challenge, and everyone who's got involved with it felt so inspired to give this a good, honest try, all because of one single man, Kargos, the legend himself. After going through grueling trials and attempts, he managed to hit level 60 in a single life. It was literally unreal. As an onlooker to this tremendous feat, he's also made it seem much easier than it really is. See, I've been trying to do the hardcore World of Warcraft challenge for months myself. The hardcore challenge was a game mode we specifically played in classic WoW, and now that TBC has just launched, the hardcore scene has come to a temporary halt for now. I do occasionally see some streamers online already attempting the challenge on TBC, but it's not very popular at the moment. People will come back eventually, once TBC has lost its spark, I assume. But for now as it stands, classic hardcore is becoming a distant memory now. However, one thing is true, hardcore will come back, and when it does, I want to be prepared. I fell in love with this game mode, and I plan to keep trying this even if the entire community is taking a long-needed break from it. Along my personal adventure, playing through the hardcore challenge, I faced many difficulties, and maybe this came down to how much I really know about World of Warcraft as a whole, but for whatever reason, I can't seem to get much higher than level 20. Over the course of 6 months or more, I've played countless characters and leveled them up with the intent to take them to level 60 or 70 without dying once. Though, I'll be honest and transparent, within that time frame, I haven't seen any personal improvement. You'd figure by now, I would have found a way to push my way through the levels and learn how to hit level 20 without dying. Well, what I've come to realize is that hardcore World of Warcraft is really just the way it sounds. It's hardcore. It is by far the most unforgiving game mode ever created. When you first start playing, you begin to fall in love with the game all over again, which is great. It's a grassroots style of gameplay, and it really immerses you in the adventure. Little by little, you improve your hardcore character and feel a great sense of accomplishment as you progress through every level. But the cold, hard truth about hardcore World of Warcraft is that you are always, in fact, in danger. One single move that you make within the game will literally end your entire experience. One single move will waste your precious time that you will never get back. One single move could and possibly demotivate you from the game that you may never play it again. Hardcore World of Warcraft is an incredible time sink and can turn into a time sink that rears its ugly head on you. At this point, you must be wondering, wow, do I even want to play this game mode because I could end up like this guy who struggled throughout this, attempting to do it as well. What if I go through similar traumas he has? Well, don't say I didn't tell you so. Who knows? Maybe you'd be one of the lucky ones that has an incredibly blessed run in hardcore and makes it. But one thing's for sure, I haven't had much success with it, and I guess that's okay. On a more positive note, I can say though, I've learned a lot from this experience. I've learned that maybe hardcore just isn't for me, or maybe that it's not for me, but just how difficult it really is. The point of this video, honestly, is really just to emphasize how difficult this is to achieve, and what it might look like for you. There's a part of me that doesn't want to give up going for this challenge. I want to overcome my mental frustration of losing to this. I want to prove to myself that I can do it. I want to prove to the world that hardcore is possible, even for someone who has struggled as much as I have, and not done it on their second or third attempt. But I do feel though, as if I'm just going in circles and wasting precious time. I could be raiding with my fellow 70s right now, but I'm torn between playing endgame content and, well, this challenge. Looking back as well, when hardcore first came out, quite a few people were saying back then that this would be easy. Man, I laugh in the face at that perspective because I've tried over and over and over and over again to no avail. This isn't easy, folks. So, I've come up with a potential solution to my problem. I'm not the first one to have thought about this idea, but with just how poorly my last few hardcore attempts have been, I've decided that I will be attempting this one last time. If I die again, well, who knows. We'll have to see how I feel, but I just don't know how much more I can take losing another character. But anyways, here's the solution. It's boring, but grinding. Yep, that's right. I've decided nothing else literally makes sense, and I take way too many chances. I'm planning to grind my way to victory, all the way from level 1 to 70. I'm going to attempt to purely grind on mobs all the way to level 70. There will be a few exceptions for some classes though. Like warlocks, shamans, druids, or hunters, for example. They really need to do their class quests. But other than those, I literally cannot bring myself to accept another quest, because honestly, death doesn't equal delete, quests equal delete. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe for more. And also, come follow me over at twitch.tv/youdigthat to watch me grind my way to level 70. Peace.